Okay, there is our bounty. It will happen. John Lynch, Julius Peppers. I like it. 2 NFC South guesses out the gate. Okay. Roller up too, since I'm running the mini. All right, got that ready. Just out of curiosity, Jonathan, Jeff, Brian, SP, is that all of you guys? Sean, Brian, Jeff, Jonathan. I saw Jonathan's here. Jeff, Brian, Sean, are you guys here? I'll run that in the next couple minutes. I'll run it right now if you're all here, but I'll run it in the next 3 minutes regardless. It's a 8-spot mini. Top 4 will get a pick here. That'll put us at 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me guess AFC North and West again. Is that what your guess is for the? Oh, that's what you think that's what will win the bounty again? Because that's been the one that wins every time and it never hits. And then you won't do it, and then it will hit. It's tied for the lead. I know. That's who we were going to take for last place again. I can't believe there's got to be something with this streak. Like we're approaching a record worldwide. You imagine having 25% chance in a break, which is a great percentage, and missing what feels like 20 times in a row. I guess I've been there before, probably, but that's crazy. Okay, again, I know Jonathan's here. Is Jeff, Brian, and SP here? I'm going to run this now just so we can get going. I'm going to copy that like I would normally have if Ty was running it before I started the live. It just barely filled. I'd have him do a dice roll with 7 or higher and then roll the list that many times. So I'm going to do it the same way. It's just going to be me here on the live. So let's do that. So this is for the HPLE card. We have 4 spots to fill from the mini first, or to claim from the mini, and then we have 3 spots to still fill to close it. Lawrence Taylor, Ed Reed, Warren Sapp, Deion Sanders. I like them. NFC East, NFC South, Nick. Now your brain's on the AFC North because you're saying that's what they're going to vote, which they probably will, everyone together. But redo your pick. Okay, 7 or higher. If it's not, we re-roll. 7 works. That's what we would have done if we not rolled dice anyway. So 7. Let's go. So again, this is the mini for the HP card. We have Jonathan, Jeff, Brian, SP, Jonathan, Brian, Jeff. Top 4 in order pick. It's not 2. It's just 1, 1, 1, 1. There's 1, 2, 3, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are our top 4. Jonathan, Jeff, Brian. Okay, let's close this here. Sorry, SP. Sorry, Jonathan. Sorry, Brian. I guess SP was the only one that got left out with the 1. Let me close this not close it. Let's go back over here. Highlight just the top 4, right? I did. Okay. And there's a pick. Tampa Bay. I didn't. That's just from last week still, so let's just get them organized. Okay, Jeff, I'm hoping you're here. Jeff R., are you here? I'm going to message you. Kind of the idea is that we don't get hung up from a mini because we need to run this first. And then who was it Brian that was last? Okay. And the mini spots will all be paid for. Reggie White, Randy White, DeMarcus Ware, Michael Strahan. I like the guesses. So guests are retired. NFC East, NFC South defensive player. Bounty's up again as well. This is for the Love Mini. Again, I'll substitute for a different Mini if Love's not your guy. I likely won't sub up. I'll sub down, but I'll give you other options if you're not a Packers fan, since it's a giveaway. Okay. We're full on our Radkey, full on Big Al's random teams. There were 2 trades. We're full on East Coast besides our 2 solos. That's Ivan Barbashev and Jamie Drysdale. They're $12 solos. We're full on baseball, and we're getting there on hockey. There will be 3 mains that still need to be claimed once we get these last 3 mini spots claimed. See, this is what I was worried about. I don't know that Jeff's going to see this. Oh, boy. That's why I hate minis, to be honest with you. But this one needed one. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go baseball first, and then we'll come back and see if we can get HP Limited going after that. Hellebuck is up for trade in the East Coast Hockey. Where are you at? Right here. Dylan has Connor Hellebuck up for trade if anyone wants to give him a trade offer. I'll read off who everyone has when we get there. I did post a picture of these, I believe, beforehand. So let me give it just 2 more minutes here to see if Jeff sees where we're at. And then we'll just get started. We'll start with baseball first. We'll do hockey before that as well if we need to before we do the card, but hopefully we get an answer before then. Okay. Barbashev for Nick. Thanks, Nick. 9:10. Let's get rolling. Hopefully everyone's having a good Wednesday. Who's the game tomorrow night? I feel like it's a divisional game, but I might be wrong. Ricky Jackson like that. Saints pick. Okay, in baseball, again, I'm not going to read off all the names. I will read off the claims just so we can see who claimed who. Seattle, Eric, is that a claim in the HP LE? Or is that for something else? Let me know. I'm trying to see if I have something else up. It's for the actual question I just asked everyone. Confused me there with 2 comments, but Seattle and Arizona. Yeah, so it is a division game. That's what I thought. Okay, baseball, we're down to. Thank you, Eric. Try to help sign by Ricky Jackson, did you? Nice. We've got down to 2 balls left, box 6 and 7. So we'll roll an 8-sided die probably 12 times until I get a 6 or a 7. But before that, Jim, you claimed Mickey Mantle, Craig, the 500 home run, Jim V, DiMaggio, and Brady as well. Brad, you had Skeens, Koufax, and 300 wins ball. Craig, you had Griffey Jr. in the 70s Pirates ball as well. Jeff V, you had Judge, Trout, and Peyton Manning. Chad, you had Barry Larkin, Greg, Deion Sanders, Montana, and then Bobby Witt Jr. down here. Brian G, you had Muhammad Ali. Brett H, you had Ted Williams, Obi Sandberg. There are 76 randoms. The $3 off spot landed on Greg. Greg, I deducted that for you. Next week, we'll have 2 $3 off spots, and then we'll start a new case of baseballs after that. Tomorrow, Seattle beat Arizona by 1 million. If I, well, I thought maybe you were claiming to help close the hockey, the Seattle Kraken and Arizona Coyotes, but that's why I said that can't be. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you'll throw in a hockey pick every once in a while. Let's see. I don't want to like random his spots, so that's kind of the whole problem. Okay, we'll just get rolling and we'll see if we can get caught up before there. Painted Drew Brees flex, got Joe Horn, Ricky Jackson, all of them on Scratch Saints. That's cool. Joe Horn is cool, man. I haven't seen a Joe Horn in a long time. I think we've had a 1 in the series, or I'm making that up and we've had 0. But Joe Horn is cool. Maybe I just said I wanted to see him because we had J.C. Horn a few times. Man, Joe Horn, that'd be cool. Send me a picture of that, Joseph. I want to see that. Okay, baseball time. 8-sided die. Everyone go get a drink or something while I try to roll a 6 or a 7. It'd be a miracle if I do it in the first 3 rolls with my rolling techniques. That was close. It's an 8. Doesn't work, though. 8 doesn't work. 6 or 7. 2 doesn't work either. I know I could do random.org or odd even, but we've gone this far by doing every number. So 3 doesn't work either. Jeez, that's going off. Dylan, if you want to trade for mine, it's Joseph Wool. He probably would. I think he's claimed Wool a few times. I know I could do a coin flip. I could do even random, whatever. I'm not going to. Because I will roll a 6 or 7 within the first 20 rolls. I know that's how good I am. 5. It's incredible, though, right? 5 again. See, and now I'm making an ass out of myself saying I don't want to do that. I feel like it's only fair. That's a 5 again to roll it because that's how we. That's the reason I'm still rolling is because that's the way we've done it. There we go. 6 works. It's decided. 2 and 10. I have 2 and 8 chance. This is an 8-sided, not 10, but yeah, 25% chance. Should happen in 4 rolls ideally, but it took me 15. What it felt like. Okay, box 6. Yeah, an 8-sider, not a 10-sider, but same point you're making. I get it. Okay, you guys are trading, Fred and Dylan. Oh, even better odds. Yeah, and I still can't get it. I know. Hey, at least I've warned you, and you guys already know that it takes me a second. Who was it again? Hellebuck. Trade for Joseph Wool. Yeah, Dylan likes to pick Wool, so it's a perfect trade for him. Good luck. Sounds good. Okay. Let's do our baseball first. We'll go probably do jerseys next, and then we'll come back to the HP card unless Jeff shows up in the next little bit. I wish I had a better way to like text him, call him, do something. It's gonna drive me nuts. It's not his fault, but okay, let's do our baseball. Good luck, all. Box 6. That means 7 will be next week. I won't have to roll for that. It'll be the last one left. Yeah, let's roll. Like I said, I could have a 6 and 8 odds, and I'll still roll 5 that are wrong before that. I don't know what it is. There'd be some heavy action on the over of rolls if that was a thing here. Okay, come on. Slowly pull it out. Good luck, all. Baseball number 7 from our case of 8. We have another 8-box case. I've enjoyed every one of these balls so far. Hopefully we get something cool here again. It's time for that weekly guess of, is it going to be baseball or one of the other sports or entertainment. Here we go. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. It's sitting in there. Man, I feel like I kind of recognize that. You guys that know baseball will probably too much glare on this one. Anyone know who that is? That's DK Metcalf's dad, TJ Metcalf. Kind of looks like it says Metcalf on the back, doesn't it? Jason Kidd? Is Jason Kidd in this series? He is. That could be Jay Kidd. Maybe that's why I recognize it. Sorry, no matter where I put it, there's glare except for when I do it up like that. There we go. Maybe? Remember last week I thought that it was Juan Soto, and then you guys convinced me for a second that it might be Josh Allen, and it ended up being James Wood. I could see that being Jason Kidd. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. It is. Joseph, I don't know if that was you guessing or if that was you saying, I know it's Jason Kidd, you dummy. That's exactly who it is. We can just pretend like it was the second one. That makes you look a lot more cool. Jason Kidd, that's cool. On a baseball. Who had Jason Kidd? It's got to be a random. Jason was not picked. Is that our first baseball? I've seen this thing a lot. I've seen it a few times, and maybe that's why I said I recognize it. But seeing on a different sport throws me for a loop with no colors or whatever else. Jason Kidd. There it is. It's a random towards the top. That is Jim. Jim, I think you're in a little bit of a roll, maybe. I feel like you hit last week, but maybe not. On your Joe DiMaggio spot. I saw Joe DiMaggio dunking his donuts. Jumping Joe DiMaggio. It's not Joe. I wish this was Joe. That's Jason Kidd. I did run the mini for the card, Sean, at the very start. You can rewind and watch it, or I can tell you who hit the 4 spots. I did it quick at the start, just so we could get picks going. I didn't really help much, but was it a Takachino? Oh man. Okay, great hit. Jason Kidd going to Jim. Yeah, of course. Nice hit, Jim. Let's keep it rolling. Back to our list here. If I didn't hit a spot, it did not land on you. I think you were number 5, Sean. I've still got it up over here. Let's see. Yeah, spot 5. Very close. Top 4-1 here. We're waiting on Jeff here to pick his picks still, which I thought might happen just in general. I'm going to message him again so he thinks I'm a psycho. I'll message on the thing here too. Okay. So we'll wait on that a little bit longer. Let's go to our East Coast jerseys. We've got just Jamie Drysdale left. Flyers Home Fanatics Premium. Barbashev was claimed by Nick. Thanks, Nick. Let's read off who has who. Joseph, in this one, you've got Sakic and Nyland, or Nyland. I don't know how you say his name. Probably just Nyland? Knuckles, as Daryl calls him. John, or this is a nickname. John, you have Bedard and Sorokin, Greg, Vasilevsky, and Cooley. Christian, over at Waffle Board Breaks, you've got Matthews, Bratt, Hagel, and Svechnikov. Joseph K., you have Belfort and Modano, Fuhr, and Taves. Larry V., you have Barkov and Eklund. You said it right the second time. I said 15 different times. So is it Nyland? Maybe that's the second one I said. I said it 15 different ways. I can't remember what was number 2. Nyland, Chris Nyland. Daryl, Waugh, Giroux, Suzuki, and Reinhardt. Dylan, you have Hasek and Wool. Jonathan R. Keller and Yossi, Brian Wolf and Thomas, Louis, Rust, Hextall, Marchenko and Jenner, Terry, you've got Nyes and Stutzel, Brian Fleury and Cheevers, Joseph Kachuk and Stolars, Terry, you have Kaprizov and Aho, Jonathan R., you have Askarov and Parayko, Chris O., you have Wierenski and Perfetti, Fred, Kopitar, and you traded for Hellebuck. Larry, you've got Kempe, McMichael, Skinner, and Naslin. Nick, you claimed Barbashev as a solo, and then Drysdale is our last solo. This goes back to like years back, Pucks, Frozen Dozen, mispronouncing every hockey name, and you guys give me crap for it. The general, you guys, most of you guys probably didn't join those, but so now I worry about every hockey name I pronounce. Even if I'm doing it right, I probably still mix it up the next time and do it wrong. Okay, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes left. We're almost halfway done with our stack. May or may not get more, depending on if the series is sold out or not. We'll see. We may go down to 1 boxers in the future, but 2 boxes have been great. More chances to win. Still a pretty low price per spot. That's usually, 24 was about the lowest we ran a pick your team break at for a 1 boxer. So I think it's a nice in between to have just a couple more claims and the same price point-ish. So we'll see. Maybe 1, maybe we'll maybe keep doing 2, maybe we'll go back to 1. Let's get rid of the dice roll. Let's go over here. Share this tab, and let's get our boxes. Top 2 boxes on the 7th roll will be what we open. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Boxes 60 and 20. Doesn't look right, but I guess it does go up to 60 boxes, huh? 60 and 20. I didn't realize we had the bookend. Brian, you'll take Drysdale? Okay, thank you. Let me go grab 60 and 20. Stop sharing, go here. Let's fill out Brian on Drysdale. Okay. Well, let's get rolling. And then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with the HP card. We still need 3 main claims after that, too, so a little bit of a mess out of that. That's all right. 60 and 20. So if those that join the card break, if it has to wait till a little bit later, I apologize. There's not much I can do about that. Prefer to run the third-party stuff before we get to their stuff, but can't control that. Okay, 20 and 60. Good luck, everyone. Love to see a community hit here. Love to see some pictured headliners. Like I always say, at the very least, let's see if we can get some claimed hits. That should be the #1 focus, but after claims, let's see if we can get some pictured or some communities. Want you guys to hit the guys you're after. Primarily, that's the most fun. Okay, and we're all filled up. We had 1 trade. We're good to go. Good luck, everyone. Box 1. At least if I put this up here closer, it's remember I remember this time we got traders, so I'll bring them up here in a second. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I think I know who that is. I've had him here in the past from my winnings. Our traders today are Barbashev, that's in the series, Brent Burns Fanatics, Barbashev Adidas. Just in case you don't hit something that if you want to keep the item over this, you can. I believe this is Mr. Brian Rust on the Pittsburgh Penguins. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. It is Rust. Adidas Pro on this one. Nice jersey. Let's pull it out here. That was a claimed hit, and that's been claimed, make sure, a few times by this person. It is. Louis, you've been after Rust for probably the last 3 series. You're hitting them. There's a claimed hit. Not a pictured headliner, but it's a great jersey. Love the diagonal letters on the front. Brian Rust, Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, I got something on my shirt. Maybe that's part of the fabric it is. Pittsburgh. Adidas Pro. Dangler here. Louis hitting. Nice hit. Brian Rust. I had one of these. I had an extra one, and I ended up selling it, I believe, or trading it away. I can't remember. I still have one in my collection. And now that somehow made it to the jersey. It's not on my shirt anymore. Nice hit. Okay. Pretty soon here, I'm going to start clamoring for a community hit. We did not hit a community hit last series. We did hit several pictured headliners, at least 2 or 3. Series before we hit more. I'm going to take that later so it doesn't give you the bag. But I'd love to see one of the communities and have everyone have a chance at it. We hit one the series before that, which is great. There's only ever 2 that I lock. So hitting one of those is harder. Good luck all. Box 60, box 20 was the Penguins. Let's see what we get here. I don't know if he's the only Penguin. Okay, final box. Good luck all. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not a pictured headliner, so not a community. This is one that I had in Big Al series. Not a name I see a ton all over the place for signatures. We've seen the other guy that's in the series quite a bit more often, but not this one. That is obviously a Colorado Avalanche jersey, and that is Devon Toews. Adidas Pro. Nice jersey. Devon Toews is sweet as well. Not a name we see a ton. Again, no pictured tonight. I don't know if that means we're back stacked on this case for our second half. I sure hope it does. But every jersey we've hit, I think has been pretty good so far. Devon Toews, beautiful jersey, Adidas Pro. We'll see who has them. I forgot to look. Fight strap, A patch as well, which is nice. Colorado and Pittsburgh. We got quite a few Colorado guys that hang around the room too that might be jealous of that one. Don't always claim. Who had Toews? There he is. Random. So one claim, one random. That is the random on the Grant Fuhr spot. Joseph. You had a great series start of the last series. Doing great, and you've kind of gone cold since then, but here's a nice little kickstart. Devon Toews. Nice hit, Joseph. Congrats. Again, if you want to trade, there are 2 trader options. He's football. Brent Burns and Ivan Barbashev. Great hits, you two. Brian Rust and Devon Toews. All right, let's see if, as always, guys, congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. Let's see if Jeff is around. I don't think he is. Mama. I can't get myself to random his spots either. I don't think that's fair. So we'll hope he sees here in a second. Well, let's keep rolling. So we're gonna start with our football portion of the night, and then we'll skip back to this as soon as we need to. Not much I can do until he joins in. So let me check one more thing here. What the freak? I just played comment, but now it's gone. Whatever. Okay, let's get going with Radke. I'm going to read off the names first, and then we'll close it. We'll talk about the new series. We'll see if anyone gets any credit. We'll close the bounty as well. We'll do all that here. Rob, what's up, man? I just saw you comment, but I couldn't find what you commented. Was it a trade or a something like that? My assumption is yes, but I would put it here because I don't. Maybe they're looking over there. I don't know who. In this first box out of our new double case, we got 12 boxes. Nathan, you got Kansas City, Miami, Greg, Denver, Seattle, Cincy, and Pittsburgh, Brian W., Buffalo, and San Francisco, Chargers, and Indianapolis. Dustin, you have Tampa and Minnesota. Greg, New Orleans and Carolina, David L., Washington, Chicago, Jacksonville, Houston. Jonathan R., you have Atlanta, Baltimore, Dallas, Tennessee. Tim, you had Detroit, Philly, and Vegas. You sold Brad the Rams and Cleveland, and you sold Brian the Jets. John K., you had New England. You sold Elliott the Cardinals. Bill S., you had Green Bay and the New York Giants. What is the bounty tonight? It's the same Jordan Love mini until I switch it again. If someone wins it and they'd rather look at a different mini, I'm happy to give you some trader options. But let's focus on getting the dang guess right. You got 1 in 4 chance. This is the night. It's going to happen. Let's figure out what box we're doing first. Then we'll close this. We'll talk about the new cases here. What was the pool I took NFC South? It's still up. I'm going to close it here in a second. There's a tie right now. So AFC North, AFC West, your best friend, and then AFC East, AFC South. Those two are tied. So if you haven't voted yet, please vote here soon. I'll close the poll once I see it jump off of a tie. Let's get our box number first. So 7 times here on the new cases. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 7 on 7. So let's close this. Let's do the whole show you the new stacks. They got new boxes. I'll bring them over here and show you soon. There's our 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 on top. 5, 6, 7, 8 in the middle. 9, 10, 11, 12 on the bottom. Let's put that there. This is going to go down here for now, I suppose. Move the jersey traders. I don't know if anyone's taking them anyways. This is going to go away later. Box 7 is right here. Look at these beautiful new boxes. So Radke now is the same series. It's middleweight, which is what we do. There's heavyweight. There's welterweight, which is what we used to do. I like welterweight too, a little bit smaller price point. But look at these new boxes. Kind of cool. Radke on the midfield line. Same scan there. Same on that side. And then we're still doing our quarterback series. Yeah, it's nice. Don't ever expect anything shiny from Big Al. I like the plain brown. I'm not cool like that. So still the quarterback series. I'm assuming there's new headliners in there too. They're just going to be thrown in throughout there. Some of the chasers you still see there. New England is still claimable, but Tom Brady is still a locked hit. So if Tom Brady hits, we random every team, all 32 teams. Whoever owns that team gets the Tom Brady. That's the only way we can do it with big names like that, or Gretzky, or the other guys we have locked in this and that. So that's the only announcements for this, other than we are starting a new double case. This is probably our last double case of this quarterback series. Yeah, they're cool. I like them a lot. Still no view. I may have to just random his teams or something, and then if he doesn't like it, I'll just... I don't know. We'll get a little bit further and then we'll come back. So if you're in the card, I'm sorry guys for making you wait. I know you plan on doing that at the start of the stream. What are his teams? He's a Patriots guy, believe it or not. So Boston would be his team, but they're claimed for hockey. He'll eventually get here, I would assume. Hopefully, you don't claim and then disappear for the rest of the night. Everything we do is on break day is usually same day. So, okay, box 7. Good luck, all. Oh, before that, sorry. Last chance. You got 30 seconds to guess a retired NFC East or NFC South defensive player in this bag. If you get it right, you get $10. Credit to you. And then the poll is still tied, so I need to wait for someone to vote on the poll too. We're all over the place tonight. If you're new to the stream and you haven't voted yet, vote now. Let's get the tiebreaker broken. As soon as I see it switch, I'm gonna hit the button. Someone do it. Be the hero or be the villain. Or it's just gonna be NFC North, NFC West anyways, and you were never. Are you gonna go AFC North, AFC defensive player? Not defensive end specifically. When I put these out there, obviously use the idea that I have someone sign. So think of a player that would sign more. Obviously, defense signs a little bit less than offense. So I could put it down to a position, but in this one I didn't. Poll's still tied. Oh well, we'll untie it here in a second. Okay, I believe. Can we just have the AFC? Should give us both. I know it should. Probably we're gonna have to do halfsies here soon, which is insane. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that narrows it down quite enough. Yeah, if I did half and you guys did AFC, it would be NFC tonight. You think of a few players. I didn't see anyone guess Brooks, but I saw a Sapp guess. I also saw a Lynch guess. I'm trying to think what other Tampa Bay. I'll scroll back up here in a second to see who has what. These are I love the STS 3.0s. They're plain, but they're nice. And if you sign it in color like this one, it looks really good. 3, 2, 1. You guys got the guess right there at the end. Sapp. Barber be great too, but this is a defensive player as far as the all-stock guess. Barber's a great guess. Sapp's a good guess. Brooks a good guess. Lynch is a good guess. This is Warren Sapp, Hall of Fame 13. Look at that ink, man. It just looks so nice from a distance. I've got this same helmet in my. I do have an STS for Tampa Bay. I think it's one of my two. I think I have Denver and Tampa, but mine is Rondé Barber, like Eric guessed. So Warren Sapp, I believe I saw one Sapp. If you know who it is, tell me. I'll go scroll up here in a second. And please, someone break the dang tie in the votes. We've been stuck at 29 votes forever. Someone vote for one of those two divisions. Sapp, Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders, flip a coin, Malcolm Jenkins, Reggie White, Randy White, DeMarcus Ware, Michael Strahan, Warren Sapp, Bill S. I think Bill might have been the only one to get it. Precursor, you think it's a Tampa night? Still a dang tie. Bill Smith, $10 credit for you tonight. Good luck. Someone voted, but they voted for one of the non-2 divisions, so that just made it go from 31 and 31 down to 30 and 30. I'll give it a second here, guys. I don't want to have to do like a in the chat thing. I want to get it done on the poll. So before we open this box, Jeff, can you hear me? Please. This is why I hate minis. They're necessary sometimes. And there goes another vote, but for the other two divisions again. So it's 29-29. If you're still out there with a loaded vote in your hand, vote for one of those two because you're not going to make it switch. I guess you could. Maybe the other one's creeping up. Now it's a three-way tie. See? Oh, someone's like bouncing it around. 28%. I can't stop it. I need a clear winner. You guys just bumped up the NFC East, NFC South to a tie. Oh gosh. I wish I could turn some music on right now for the. This is one of those nights where everything just is a little bit different, huh? Still a tie. Do I need to log on and vote? Pretend like it's someone else? I wonder if it'll even let me vote as the stream. I think it changed. I hit end. Hopefully it changed. What happened to it? I hit end, but it didn't post. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Not a tie. AFC North, AFC West. Your bell cow. Who did that? Oh, that's hilarious. AFC North, AFC West. We had bargaining power for once. Okay. AFC North, AFC West. Hey, I don't think that's a terrible idea. You guys have picked it a ton of times and it hasn't hit. So doesn't that mean there's more of them left around now? Maybe. Okay, that's hilarious. If you ask me, who's messengering me? It's probably not. Nope, it's not him. Okay, box 7. Finally, we'll do our Big Al's 4 box after this, and then we'll get into some live fills. We will do the card as soon as I can get it filled up. I may just random some teams for him if he doesn't like it. I'll figure out what to do for him. Seems like that's kind of one of those unwritten rules that we we had him where he wanted to. We were about to get the AFC. I should. Let's do this. If you guys don't hit tonight on Monday, I will literally just have NFC AFC, and you guys will pick, and we'll. If you don't get it then maybe the bounties will go away permanently, just out of pure bad performance. I don't know. Me liking these boxes. Those are nice. Although, does it draw more attention to them when they're being shipped? I don't know. I'm not going to turn these ones inside out or anything. It just looks like a. I don't know. Okay, good luck, all. I see you want to chase Brown. I did. Oh, and the Funko arrived, Thomas. Thank you. Like nobody wants a green QB. You can't. That's kind of true. Kind of true. Good grief. Here we go. Yeah, it showed up and it was totally good. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a dolphin. That's a lunar. This would have worked had you guys flipped it to the AFC East, or if I let you do halfsies. But you're down by 1. Down by 1. That's Twitch. Who's Twitch? Whose nickname is Twitch? Besides that one dude, the dancer dude. Miami was, that's the first random. Nathan. Tua, is that his nickname, Twitch? Chong? Oh, that's cool. Nathan hitting Miami. You may or may not like this one. We're starting with a big name. Dan Marino. Nice teal ink on that one, too. Woo! Look at Dan, the man with his glasses, signing down there. And he's signing a lunar. You guys know I like it when the picture is them signing the style of helmet you get, because that's not always the case. You usually take one picture and use them for all. Sometimes it's a different team even than the one you're getting. Signing, he only played for one team, but you know what I'm saying. What a great start. Dan Marino. I know you're chasing the other big quarterback, Nathan, but not a bad random to get. Beautiful start. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to random his spots. So let's do that now. Let's get that going before we get into Big L's. So if he doesn't like it, he can tell me. So there are 22 teams left here. I'm going to run this list 7 times. The top 2 names on the 7th row are going to be his mini claims. Brian, you will have a mini claim after that, and then we'll open it up for 3 main claims so we can get our final third-party item done before we go. So that's the best way to do it, I think, for now. So, oh, he saw it. I will sell the Rams in the 4 box if anyone wants to get in. Brad will take them. Okay. Hold on. He's reading my message and typing, so we'll do it the correct way. Let's do this. Right in with the purchase. I'm going to unhighlight it just so I know I need to switch stuff around later. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to just change it right now. Okay. He's typing again. Hold on. We'll get there. Thanks for being patient, guys. Okay, he's going Columbus and Seattle. Happy to show the thread if you guys need me to, but Brian, you're up after Columbus, Seattle. And we'll do Big Al's 4 box right after this. We'll get into life fills after that as well, which will be Big Al's, Radke, licensed jerseys, and then some more Big Al's. Brian W., if you're here, you're up for the 4th mini spot, and then we're open for 3 more mains real quick before we get this rolling. Calgary, okay. 3 mains left open. Let's see if we can get this one filled up quick, guys, and then we'll roll this, and we'll get on to non-third-party stuff. Okay, teams that are left to get us closed, 3 spots left. Anaheim, Arizona, Utah combo, Carolina, Dallas, Detroit, Florida, Los Angeles, Montreal, Nashville, New Jersey, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, Ottawa, Philadelphia, San Jose, Toronto, Vancouver, Vegas, and Winnipeg. There are still 4 headliner teams, I believe, pictured headliner teams out there. Greg taking Florida. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate you. 2 spots left. I believe there's still a few headliner teams left. Detroit's one of them. Montreal's another one. Ottawa's one. Toronto's one. Vancouver's one. Doesn't mean that's a better pick than our teams, but just letting you know. Matt taking Flyers. Thanks, Matt. Sometimes go for teams that haven't been pulled yet in there too, so I get it. One spot left, guys, and then we can run this one. Appreciate you helping me close this one out. One spot left. Starting with a Dan Marino tonight. It's a good opener. I mean, then we had Jason Kidd too, and the jerseys. One spot left to close this. These are the available teams. And then we'll move on to Big Al's full size and some live fills tonight. Did I update that? I did. Okay, again, remaining teams, one needs to be picked are Anaheim, Arizona, Utah combo, Carolina, Dallas, Detroit, Los Angeles, Montreal, Nashville, New Jersey, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, Ottawa, San Jose, Toronto, Vancouver, Vegas, and Winnipeg. We'll grab a drink really fast, guys, and we'll come back and close this up. Give me 10 seconds. Good grief. And we're closed. We're closed. Vancouver. Okay. Jonathan, thank you. Good luck to you. Let's get randoms. Let's roll with this one. And we'll get back on track. Okay, those are our randoms. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. These are paid. I don't know if I already copied that. Okay, 7 times on the random. I'll read them off, and then we'll get our box number. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nashville on top, Los Angeles on bottom. Put that over there for now. Okay, SP, I've got you with Washington and Nashville. Brian, you have Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto, Ottawa. John, you have Boston and New Jersey. Chad, you have Chicago and the Islanders. Greg, St. Louis, Anaheim. Dave, Buffalo, Rangers, Colorado, and Dallas. Jonathan R., you have Tampa and Arizona, Utah in the mini. Jeff R. from the mini. Columbus, Seattle, San Jose, and Detroit from the mini. Brian, Calgary, and Carolina from the mini. Greg, you had Florida, Montreal. Matt, Philly, and Vegas. And Jonathan R., Vancouver, and Los Angeles. Whew. Let's get rolling. This is case 6 of 10 from Series 17. We still have to roll, which could take me another 15 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9 are our numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. 10-sider. First roll, I can fill it. Something's got to give today, right? I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. Okay. There's our roll. Of course. At least I can open this now while it's doing that. So I'm talking about 6. That works. Underline under the 6. 2, 4, 6. In just a make sure this side was, oops, backwards. Bugging myself. 1, 3, and then the 9 was over here. I set it backwards, but the same thing. Okay. Box 6. Good luck, all. Series 17. Let's see if we can get our case headliner. This is box 93 of 100. Series 17, and this is our box 6. From case 6. Big Al's full size right after this, finally. Gray card. I don't know if this is our headliner. Direction is going this way. Here we go. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. Not graded, but it is encapsulated. That is. Oh, nice. That is Clayton Keller. And that is, see, there's a good example. Arizona-Utah combo. That's the Arizona side of the Arizona-Utah combo. Obviously, not a lot of Utah stuff for him yet. Besides some jersey. That's cool. Triple colored patch there. Red or maroon, black and white. Clayton Keller. On-card auto, rookie auto patch. And that is numbered 124 of 199 from Upper Deck. And what year was he a rookie? 2017? 2018 Upper Deck, 2017, 2018 season. That's cool. Arizona Coyotes. Clayton Keller. Beautiful. Nice hit for the combo spot. I think that was part of the mini, wasn't it? It was. Jonathan R., you had Tampa Bay. You got Arizona, Utah as your random from the mini. Congrats. Nice hit. It's a beautiful card, too. I like the patch in the middle of the card there. That's cool. Maroon, black, and white, triple color patch. Clayton Keller, number to 199, Upper Deck rookie signature card. We'll keep it out here. That's cool. Congrats. Okay, I need to settle myself down here. I feel like I'm rushing. Let's keep it moving. Good start. Dan Marino, Clayton Keller, Devon Toews, Brian Rust, and Jason Kidd. Nice variety so far. Okay, we are now to our last pre-fill, which was Big Al's 4-boxer, full size. We'll do a 3-boxer right after this as a live fill. In this one, though, we've got Bill S. with the Arizona-Jacksonville combo. Greg, you have Atlanta and Baltimore. Brian G., you have Buffalo. Greggy, you have Carolina. Brian W., Chicago. Bill, you have Cincy. Brian, you have Cleveland. Jesse, you have Dallas. Elliot, Denver. Joseph, Detroit. Brian, you have Green Bay. Brian W., you have Houston. Brad, you have Indy. Rob, Kansas City. Zach, Vegas. Bill, you have the Chargers. Brad, you purchased the Rams. Greg, you have Miami, Minnesota. Tim, you have New England by way of trade. Obi, you have New Orleans by way of trade. Bill S., you have the Giants. Sonic, the Jets. Jonathan R., you traded for Philly. Greg, you have Pittsburgh. Tim, you have San Francisco. Jeff R., you have Seattle, Tennessee. Chris O., you traded for Tampa. And Jonathan R., you have Washington. So we are good to go. And we are 1 to 0 to 0 to 0. You guys are riding your AFC North, AFC West. See if it'll happen. I got a good feeling for you. I have to, right? Something's got to give. Okay, let's get our 4-box numbers. My wife's been gone for 2 days, finally back home today, so a sigh of relief. Was that South and East? Yes, AFC East, AFC South is what's hitting on this one. Correct. You guys are going AFC North, AFC West. When I say you guys, I mean that was the highest voting poll, which was only a third of you. So not everyone voted for that, but you're all tied to it now. I wish there was a way to like have you vote and then have all the people that voted for the correct one be entered into something, you know. No, I pick South. you're 1-0. You can tell me afterwards that you were right, and then you can feel good about it, but you're not going to win. But hey, as long as you know, that's how it should be. I know it should, but then it gets rid of the purpose of then I'm giving away something every night, which I feel like I do a lot of giveaways. This has been slowing it down with the bad choices, but the idea is that not every night should be a giveaway. We try for it. I get what you're saying though. Maybe like work towards every 3 nights, maybe there's a pool of people that get entered into it, and once you've gotten 4 correct or something, we do give away for the people that are on top of the guesses. Something like that could work. If we hit tonight, you're all welcome, Rob. But that also means if you lose, they know who to go after. Okay, 4 numbers. He's confident. 1, 2, 3, 4. The perfect roll. 4 for 4 on the rolls. Dustin, Brad grabbed them right after he put them up, so they're not available. Sorry. Yep, they were just right behind it. All good. Okay, let's get our numbers. Turn my headphones up. I can hardly hear the music. Okay, first box is 88. It's one of those Cowboys receivers, and then you get a bonus with the same number bonus. $70. Trying to think of a 70. Was Chad Clifton 70 or was he 72? Not everyone even knows who Chad Clifton is, and I don't blame you. I'm trying to think of a 70 right now. 86. Man, we're getting all the numbers kind of in the same bunch. 86. I was going to say it's going to break our streak, but no, they're all lower numbers. 60. 60. Someone look up what number Chad Clifton was. That could be Randy's in the 60s, and I'm completely off. But something tells me 70 or 72. I don't know why. Okay, guys, let me grab them. 88, 70, 86, and 60. Interesting numbers. 76, dang it. I got the right 10, but that's pretty easy for alignment. I wasn't even really that close. 70, 72 is bad. Whoops. Dan the Man. Fake fan. Oh, man. A lot of fun linemen in Packers history that I like. Offensive guys that don't sign. There's one lineman that I have that probably not a lot of people. I got Josh Sitton, which is cool for me. But there's a ton that I'd love to have. I'd love to have Brian Bulaga. Obviously, there's a ton of Bakhtiari, but before that, not a lot of linemen signed. Congrats, Nathan. Dan the Man's a great way to hit, especially on a random. It's awesome. 88. Right here. 70. 86. 60. You get Chimura. Oh, man. I actually had, I think I maybe still do. Maybe it's in the closet. Got a Mark Chimura signature, I think, on a full size. He had his issues. Okay, we're good to go, guys. Our first live fill will be a 3-box Big Al's live fill in the chat after we open these and do a recap of them. Good luck. 60 up first. You guys are going AFC North, AFC West. Hopefully you get 2 here. That'd be a great start compared to our days. 0 Wonka, Series 35. 60 is the number. I feel like we've seen this name not that long ago, but maybe I'm wrong. 3, 2, 1. We've got a throwback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Zero Wonk on this one. Tampa that was one of the traded teams. Traded to Chris O. So as always, congrats and sorry on the trade sales. Tampa. Throwback. Maybe we saw him with trade credit. Hey, we used to do trade credit, huh? I think maybe we saw him on Fire Factory or Radkey. 3, 2, 1. Maybe I want to say it was Fire Factory, and I think Scott, who had been chasing him forever since he's an Oregon guy, got him. That is Bucky. Bucky Irving, number 17? Number 7? What number is Bucky? Golden Gopher. Bucky Irving. Nice hit there going to Chris. Chris, congrats. Throwback speed. One of my bad fantasy team picks. You know who's looking like a bad fantasy team pick for me right now is Ladd McConkey. Son of a. My whole team's going downhill, and it has nothing to do with injuries either, so I don't know what's going on. You got Matthew Golden running out of bounds on what would have been an 80-yard touchdown. You got Ladd McConkey. You got Derrick Henry putting up. Oh, there's a game on right now, isn't there, with Derrick Henry? I totally forgot to turn it on before the stream. What's the score of the game tonight? That's a good game, too. No, that was Monday. Holy moly. It's Wednesday. You see what's going on when my wife goes out of town? My brain, just ignore that. Okay, box 70. Just pretend like I didn't say that. I don't think Derrick Henry did much after his first touchdown run, like a 30-yarder. Don't do that to me. I'm sorry. I did, Matt, but I never tried. Oh, why'd you have to remind me of that? The Packers knocked 20% of people out of my threat league. I'm a fan of that. Oh, my gosh. Matt, that is correct. I did get an F, but I thought I knew better than. I'm going to revisit that after a few weeks. Okay, I don't believe that my team is an F team. I think they're just having a rough start. All right, 35. I won my league last year. I'm not a scrub, but it's not a good start. 2 points. Oh no! Sorry, Rob. See a name on top. I might actually have this player in this series. I do. Okay. Well, 3, 2, 1. You'd have a solo lead, would you? Are you fly Eagles fly, Rob? I keep looking at your score. I think I see it. That's back to back, not back to back, but that's 2 Dolphins today already. 1 from Radke, 1 from Big Owls. That's 2 in the wrong division for you guys. That is you, Rob. And Larry, yeah, that's right. You said you had an F-graded team. I'm 1 and 2 as well. It's all right. We're going to come back from the ashes, Larry. That's 2 points here for Miami. And it is Schwartz. So when you see Schwartz, you think a little bit older. I like to grab guys if they're on cool specialties too. Reese's a good guess. Who had Miami? Miami was Greg. Greg hitting the Dolphins on a slate and getting 2 points as well. For just AC. That's all right. That's okay to do that. That's there's a word for that. But that's all right. 3, 2, 1. Not a name that I would probably put in on a classic. Maybe a throwback once every 10 series, but I like him on a slate. And again, I don't think I've had him in a while. That's a cool Hall of Famer on a new specialty too. That's Dwight Stevenson, Hall of Fame 98. The little bags leave little circles sometimes. There they go. Got him. Dwight Stevenson, Hall of Fame 98. Miami Dolphins, Schwartz. No, you can still see it right there. See these little circles? They stick to the helmet. They come from the bag. There it goes. Dwight Lightning. Yeah, that's his nickname, right? Let's go Buffalo. Greg, nice hit. Let me get you your points as well. Does anybody remember? No, I remember. Never mind. I think I got all 3 Wonka point getters last on Monday. Like the night I picked the West and it hit 7 times. Yeah, just like that. 2 points for Greg. Congrats, Greg. 24, 25. Greg E. That is Dwight Stevenson. You probably won't see him in my series for another year. But I thought that was a cool slate with orange ink, man. Okay. You root for the Jets for the first time, yeah? 86. 86, Series 35. 5 Wonka. We're going back-to-back Wonka boxes. Good luck, everybody. You're down 2 to 1 to 0 to 0. You're one of the zeros. Now is the time. Is this okay? Love this helmet. 3, 2, 1. There you go. There's one. There's an AFC North. I'm going to do it now so I don't get behind. Who was the other one that hit? NFC South hit. So NFC North, NFC West behind. There's an AFC North, and we got ourselves a nice bright rave for the Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. Don't you do it, Al. yeah, look. Bengals hitting on random night. Kyle, man, I don't know what to tell you. Going to be my other bad fantasy pick, Chase Brown. Who had Cincy? Cincy was, that's Bill. And was that points too? Did I say Bill? It is. 5 points, Bill. Let's see what you got. Yeah, it is a good lid. I love the Rays. You guys know that. Some don't, some do. All entitled to our opinions. Some of them are a little much, but I like them because they're like that. 3, 2, 1. It's not Chase Brown, and Kyle's saying, please don't do it. Joe Burrow, Ray would probably make him have a heart attack tonight. It's not Joe Burrow either. That is the wide receiver, one of them. T. Higgins. T. Higgins on a Ravens, sorry, not Ravens, Bengals rave. A Ravens bang. If I was switching them up. Bengals rave. Nice hit, Bill. That's cool. Back to certified. Wow, orange, orange, orange on the last three. Orangish. Let's put your Wonka before I forget. 5 points. That's the first 5-pointer of the series. T. Higgins. Bill S. 5 points. 9, 24, 25. I titled the stream today 9/24/28. Started it and then stopped and went back in because it's not the year 2028 yet. Okay, box 88. Any more Wonka? We had 2 of the 3 so far. Box 88, Series 35. 0 Wonka. Give me a quarterback. I believe in us. You guys are on the board. 1 AFC North. Makes you feel a little better. You know, I might get some comments on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And you know what? You guys told me the other day I had some bad takes, and it's proven to be a bad take so far. Not necessarily him, but the other side of the bad take. We've got a flash for the Colts. Indianapolis Colts flash, one of my favorite flashes. Indy that's Brad, Breaking Brad, hitting the Colts. I still think that he can be good, but I was kind of wrong when I said I thought Daniel Jones would stink it up. He's not stinking it up at all. Daniel Jones is surprising me. Maybe it is the Giants that cause problems because now Russell Wilson's out and they've got Jackson Dart going in. That's Anthony Richardson on a Colts flash going to Brad. Brad, nice hit. I still have faith in Richardson. If he falls completely off, I don't know what. That'll surprise me. But then again, I have a lot of bad takes apparently. So, okay, congrats, winners. We pulled a quarterback, not a big quarterback like I was hoping. Bucky Irving, Dwight Stevenson, T. Higgins, and Anthony Richardson. Let's do a 3-boxer, sorry. Southeast. That's right. That's another South hit with the East to go with it. 3-1-1-1. 3-1-1-0. Congrats, winners. Sorry those didn't hit. We'll see what we get from these next 3. Top chat it, live chat it. Bucky gets the majority of the carries, right, over Rachaad White. I saw Rachaad White. I thought I saw him score a touchdown the other day, but I think Bucky gets the majority of them. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, I've got Jonathan R. with Kansas City. I've got Rob with Philly. I've got Nick with Chicago. I have got Bill S. with Green Bay. Bill B. with Minnesota. Reminder, guys, refresh your screen so you see the order I see. Otherwise, you're going to have it out of order. Baltimore is Brant. Pittsburgh is Obi. Atlanta is Jake. Arizona, Bill S. That's the combo spot with Jacksonville. Brad just behind on that one. Cincy is going to Kyle. Washington is going to David. San Francisco is Craig. Carolina is Brian. Atlanta is gone, Greg. Sorry, Seattle combo is Brad. Since he's gone, Greg. Dallas is there for Bill. New England for John. Houston and the Rams for Greg. Uh-oh. Scroll back up. Ravens, Carlos are gone. Sorry. Detroit going to Bill. Tampa Bay going to Greg. Tennessee's gone. Washington's gone. New Orleans going to Brian. Rams going to, nope, they're gone. Sorry, Dustin, Rams are gone. Bills going to Carlos. Chicago is gone, Brad. I'll update you guys who's left here. Brad's got Denver. Giants are Dave. Dallas is gone, Zach. New Orleans is gone, Brad. Indy is there for Greg. Okay, here are the teams that are left. Cleveland, Las Vegas, Los Angeles Chargers, Miami, and New York Jets. Those are our last 5. Make it 4. Chargers claimed by Greg right above my thing. Down to our last 4 here. 3110. 5 helmets in and we're down by 2. Not a good start. Cleveland, Vegas, Miami, and Jets available on this 4-boxer. 3-boxer. I keep saying 4. If I do it one more time, I'm going to have to make it a 4-boxer. My under guys, Radke is up next. It is box 2 of 12 from this new double case. And then we'll do some licensed jerseys. Sonic in the house. Sonic, I got you with Cleveland. Greg's taking Vegas. Chargers are gone. They were claimed just a little above. I just didn't edit the claim, the comment. So just Miami and the Jets left on this one. Miami and Jets. Sada taking Miami. Good luck. Jets last team up. I'm going to start reading off who has who while we're waiting for the Jets to get claimed. Bill, you got the Arizona combo. Jake, Atlanta. Brant, Baltimore. Carlos, Buffalo. Brian W. of Carolina. Nick, Chicago. Kyle, Cincy. Sada, Cleveland. Bill S. Dallas, Detroit, and Green Bay. Brad, Denver. Greg, you have Houston, Indy, Vegas, Chargers, and Rams. Jonathan, you have Kansas City. Sonic, you have Miami. Bill B., you have Minnesota. John, you have New England. Brian, you have New Orleans. David L., the Giants. Jets are open. Rob, you have Philly. Obi, you have Pittsburgh. Craig, you have San Francisco. Brad, you have Seattle, Tennessee. Combo, Greg, you have Tampa. And David L., you have Washington. Jets are our final team here. Let's close this while we're waiting for them to be claimed. Let's get our 3 boxes. Okay. No shake needed. 1 shake per night. These crossed off. Okay. 3 boxes. See, I almost did it. 1, 2, 3. Greg taking Jets. Thanks, Greg. Good luck to you. First one is 115, 115. Next one is 3. Last one is 112. 112. Okay, let me grab them, guys. 115, 3, 112. Let's 115, check. 3, check. 112, check. Okay. We did have all teams claimed, right? Yes, we did. Okay, good luck, all. We're down by 2. I believe in you. Next up will be Radke. Let's do it to it. Radke, paste. So it's ready. Okay. Any more Wonkas on these? Box 3, Series 35. 0 Wonka. Oh man, I love this helmet. Love. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Maybe you can. I can take credit. I put the juju out for another STS 3.0. We got one. STS 3.0 for the Detroit Lions. Piece coming out. This one, whoops. This one is Schwartz. We had the Stevenson early with Schwartz. Who had Detroit before I flip it around? Detroit that's Bill. Bill S. hitting Detroit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Do you think so? That's not true. I would never say there's helmets that I love for Philly. There are other breakers that have very big tells when they see a helmet, like sign when it's the Packers. I think I do a good job at that, don't I? I don't give out tells when I look in the box before I put it down. That's a big time hit there. I do love this helmet. Barry Sanders. Is it me, or does it feel like Barry? A couple of the guys like the hide. I feel like Barry comes out early every series. Maybe that's just the last few, so that's what my brain is telling me. There's no way. I don't ever give you guys hints that it's not going to be your team. There are several helmets from every team that I love in this series. I just was talking about STS 3.0s today. Bill on fire, that's right. Yep. The 2 front ones there. No walk on that, but that's a nice Barry Sanders STS 3.0. Great helmet. Congrats. If you guys feel like I'm giving verbal cues that tell you you're not going to hit, I can be silent. I feel like that's one of my pet peeves from other people, so I try to not do that. Maybe I shouldn't say I like stuff. But to be fair, there's helmets from every team that I like. I just like different styles. Obviously, having Barry on it is great. Okay, 112. Congrats. Series 35. 0 Wonka. BUL, yeah. Well, I'm nothing but myself, but it will make me worry. But I'm pretty sure I bet you guys think you've got me down with some stuff. Maybe you do. Now I'm going to say it for every helmet rest tonight. Ooh, I love this helmet. Ooh, mama. Would you look at this? Do I sound like that guy? Would you look at that? I do laugh at coincidences, so that gives away stuff sometimes. I need to be better at that. Like hitting Gronk twice the other night or something like that. It's hard to not. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. But if I try to not give away if you've hit or not. Ooh, would you look at that? What's that guy's name? I know he plays a character, but what's that character's name? Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, we had NFC North and now AFC North. So one helps you, one doesn't hurt you. So 3, 2, 1, 1. The guy from Philly, is he from Philly? I know somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. The guy on Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Does all those characters, and he goes around and bugs people by saying that. Would you look at that? Back of certified Baltimore Ravens. Who had Baltimore? Baltimore. Brant, you've been after Baltimore for a while. I know since he's your team. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I just can't think of his dang name. Let's see what you got here. You have some guesses. Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Tucker, Bobby something. I think you're right. Oh, would you look at that? He does a bunch of different characters, though. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. Classic speed. I do love this helmet. I don't know why I was thinking of every name I could think of besides his. That's Ray Lewis. Classic speed for the Ravens. Number 52. Maybe as a Bengals fan, Ray's one that you can respect. I don't know. I don't know if you're looking for a specific player or you have a split household with some Ravens fans. I mean, I'm a Packers fan, but I claim Packers and Lions and Bears frequently too. Nice hit. Ray Lewis. Yeah, everyone's got to respect Ray. Everyone's got to respect Ed Reed. Ed Bassmaster. Thank you. That's exactly who it is. Eddie Badmaster. How many last team staying been eliminated tonight so far? Great question. I don't know. Someone will answer you. That guy's funny. Okay. 115 at Costco today. I saw a guy with a Lions hat and his wife had a Steelers hat. That's an interesting too. A bunch. These are a bunch of new team hits. So maybe we're closer to 20 now. 3 or 4. Okay, so we're getting close to 20. Or we're at 20. Only 9 teams left. I thought we were just at 16 the other day. But maybe we hit more as the night went on or something. I don't keep track. I can't. Too much stuff stored in my brain. 115, Series 35. Ooh, 7-pointer. 7 points for 115. Someone may like the points more than the helmet. I should never like the points more than the helmet, all right? Just think of it as a nice little side bonus. Let's see who's getting 7. I gotta stop. I do love this helmet. Has Houston hit? Great question. I could click to a different screen and look for myself, but I'll let them answer you. Ah! 7-pointer going to 3, 2, 1. You guys know I like throwbacks, so I do. And I do like the signature on this. What was going around there? What the freak? Jets. That's I was rooting for them when they were the last team picked. Yeah, that's AC East again. That doesn't help you. Last team claimed, were they? Yeah, Greg came in and snagged the Jets last. Greg, that's you. Oh, Wonka is dead to me. I don't know about that. 7, that's Klecko or Gastineau. That's a good guesses because they're on the older style. Greg, let's see what you got. You guys know I like it when the newer guys sign the older style and when the older guys sign the newer style. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool and different. Great receiver from the Ohio State. Wide receiver, quickly becoming wide receiver. That's Garrett Wilson. Just can't bear to pick Jets. Yeah. Well, I have no issue claiming any team at all, ever. I can always think of 3 or 4 guys I would love to have on a helmet, but that's me. GW, Garrett Wilson, Fanatic certified on this one. Hold on one second. I'm going to fix this stupid thing if I have an extra screw here, which I do. One second, guys. This screw is still in there, but the little one was not, so I wonder where that went. Usually it's the other way around. Damn, that means Bills or Pats incoming for the AFC sweep. Garrett Wilson, beautiful hit. Great 3-boxer there. Let me get you your points really fast, too, before I do a recap, so don't go jumping on me. 7 points for Greg E., and that is Garrett Wilson. Great hit, Greg. Let's see here. Greg E., 7, 9, 24, 25. Beautiful. Okay, congrats, winners. We had Barry Sanders on the STS 3.0, Ray Lewis on a classic, Garrett Wilson on a throwback speed. Let's do Radke now live. See what Radke brings us. That's 4 for the AFC East and South, right? 4, 2, 1, 1. That's 6, 7, 8. 8 items. We're caught up for once. Pot jerseys, so you're good. They're coming up next. I'm a little slower tonight, which is too bad because tonight should have been faster, but for multiple reasons. Rob, I've got you with Philly with the first random. Hold on. I share my screen. There it is. It's top chat, live chat it. Jerseys up next. Licensed jerseys. Okay. Rob, Philly. Yeah, Namath is a good guess on that. That'd be an awesome throwback helmet, Namath. Namath's a name we haven't seen in a little bit, I think. Or maybe he came out last series. Feels like I haven't seen him in a little bit, though. Greg, I got you with Denver. Buffalo going to Jonathan. Green Bay going to Bill. Chicago going to Dave. San Francisco going to Bill. Cleveland going to Brad. Brad, are you on tomorrow? Kansas City going to Nathan. New England is spot 9 going to John. 10 is Dallas going to Greg. San Francisco is gone, Craig. Sorry. Kansas City's gone as well, Sonic. Number 11 is Washington for Dave. Number 12 is Seattle for Brad. Number 13 is, maybe that was Denver, but Denver's gone. But you already got them above anyways. New Orleans, let me know if that's supposed to be a different, or maybe that's supposed to be, I don't know what it is. Probably Denver. New Orleans is 13. Do what I do when I type and fat finger it. 14 is Carolina for Greg. 15 is the Chargers for Brian. Make sure that actually is 15. It is. And then Pittsburgh is our final spot. 16 for Pittsburgh. Craig. Random up for John. Second random. Make sure I didn't miss any. So Philly random. And then random up. Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Detroit, just a little after the call there, guys. 16. There are 2 randoms available for 18 each. One on Rob's, one on John's. So we'll see if we get those ones claimed, and then we'll roll. Jerseys next. I'll give it a couple more seconds here. This person is, I don't even know them, but they're pretty persistent about selling me something. Okay, final call. If not, we'll see what Rob and John get as their randoms, and they can try to sell the teams at that point. Final call. Dave's going to take them both. Okay, thanks, Dave. Good luck to you. Right here and right there. Okay, 7 times on the random, guys. Arizona through Tennessee. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Jacksonville on top, Arizona on bottom. Okay, Rob, you have Philly. David, you got Jacksonville. Greg, Denver and Las Vegas. Jonathan, Buffalo and Detroit. Bill S, Green Bay and Tennessee. David L, Chicago and Indy. Bill S, you have San Francisco and the Rams. Brad, Cleveland and Atlanta. Nathan, Kansas City and Miami. Same random again. John, New England. David, you got Cincy as a random. Greg, Dallas and Houston. David L, Washington and the Jets. Brad, Seattle and the Giants. Greg, New Orleans, Carolina, Baltimore and Tampa Bay. Brian, you have the Chargers and Minnesota. And Craig, you have Pittsburgh and Arizona. All by Detroit. Was that one offered? No. Detroit. Jonathan, do you want to sell Detroit or keep? Eric is offering to buy. We got everything but a 7 for our boxes. Yep. Let's figure out what box we're going to do. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 2, so I don't have to dig one out on the top there. Box 2 is what we're rolling 7 times. Keep. It's going to keep Detroit. Okay. Let me get rid of 2 here. Let's copy the license jersey header over. Jersey's coming up next, guys. 2 boxer, pick 1 random 2 for 30. For those that want to see the names to take a screenshot, just look at the Facebook page. But here are the available jerseys in the series. We'll open 2 of these tonight. Take a screenshot if you'd like. We'll finish with some Big Al's full sizes. But let's do our Radke and get box 2. Okay, box 2 ready to go. New bright Jets foil. The bottom's cool. It's got the whole field. I didn't look at the bottom last time. Radke Sports, Radke Sports, established 1999. Okay. There we go. I'm interested to see what the next series is going to be next month. And we're way too far out from that. We got 10 more boxes still, but I always think about it. Boxes feel a little more sturdy too. They're probably the same exact thing, but they just feel nice. Like to see a Flex series. Like with Flex headliners, we've had a ton of those in the past. We haven't pulled a ton of Flexes. We've pulled a few. They have a series higher up that's their heavyweight that I think has Flexes in it. A few more Flexes, maybe. It's never really been my all Flex. Yeah, never really been my thing, but we could look at it. This is about as much as I like to do price-wise on a pick 1 random one, but I'll explore it. Flex has never really been my spiel. I like getting the Gold Rush Flex series when it comes out, or having them be as headliners in this. But yeah. Well, I can't tell who it is because it's got a thing blocking it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I think I got narrowed down to 2 teams. I can see the edge there. I think I know what team that is. We've got a slate. See, I thought 2 teams there, but obviously you can tell that is a G. I thought maybe it was Niners. But it is Packers. So we're starting with the Dolphins and the Packers this series. Jacob Slate would be sweet. I don't want to look at the back and have it be given away because sometimes you can tell from. It's a Racky COA. Let's see what we got here. Oh, who had Packers? That was spot 4 for Bill. Bill, you're on a roll tonight. NFC North hitting again. That doesn't really hurt you. Ties you with them. You're just still 2 behind on the AFC East, AFC South. Slate for the Green Bay Packers on a rep. This is what I thought. 3, 2, 1. I thought it might be Brett Favre, and it is Brett Favre, but I was looking for. Oh, it is. Jeez, it's just smaller writing. Brett Favre specific Radke sticker. That's his Radke sticker. One of their exclusives. That's cool. Man, starting with Marino and Favre. Big time hits there. Both reps, so we haven't hit a single authentic yet either. Crazy. Favre and Marino. Beautiful hit. Nice hit, Bill. Yeah, congrats, Brett Favre Packers. Let's do a licensed jersey series. Not to end the night. We'll probably do 2 more Big L's, but let's see where this one goes. The yawns coming out. Let me top chat it, live chat it. Oh, I thought all yours were NFC North, but just the last 2. Okay. And what I love to hit Barry and Favre on the same night. That's some big names. Barry, Favre, and Dan Marino so far tonight. Some fun ones from Big L's too. That's great. Okay. Spot 1 is Chipper for Jake. Spot 2 is Allen. Josh Allen for Eric. Spot 3 is the Joker for Sonic. Allen is gone. Larry's taking Odunze. Rome. Allen gone. Ellie for Mark. Spot 5. Ellie. Burrow is spot 6. Joey Buckets for Bill. Bird is spot 7 for Sonic. Number 8 is Caleb Williams for Bill. Burrow just barely gone. Kyle. Bure is spot 9. Pavel Bure for Brian. Number 10 is Acuna. I'll say this, guys. I just got a large bunch of jerseys from different sports coming in. I ended up trying to buy or bid on a few, and I won a lot more than I thought I would. We got some fun names. Like probably end up putting Ken Griffey in there. Got a Hulk Hogan jersey coming. Who else did I get that my brain's blanking right now? There's some big fun names. Hideki Matsui. I don't know. When they come, I'll tell you who they are. I forgot. all the names. Those are a few that I knew. 11 is Max Crosby. For Mike. Number 12 is Williams. Come on, Al, you can do it. You know who Williams is. Probably Caleb, right? So Caleb's gone. Let me know if it was a different Williams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So number 12 is the next claim, St. Brown, for Greg. And then Nash is number 13 for Sonic. 14 is Jacob Markstrom on the Blasty jersey for Brian. 15 is Fisk for Larry. Maybe. I bought a few hockey for myself. They had Liam O'Brien. No one cares about Liam O'Brien. And they had Dylan Guenther. So I bought those two. But that's for me. Guenther may or may not be for me. That's fun. So if you're bidding on those, there's maybe two others that I got that were hockey too. So maybe you bid on the Guenther. Gosh dang you! But not the spicy tuna, not the Liam O'Brien. That's a cool one for a Utah fan. Spicy tuna. 16 now. We're looking at Yelich. That's funny. Gronk hit Sonic, so that one's gone. 17 is Steve Smith. Got you on that one. Whoops, 61. That's pretty different than. Schmidt hit as well. Gronk and Schmidt both hit last night, so they're both gone. 2 of your targets. 18 is Justin Jefferson, by far the oldest jersey in the series. I just went and did the new. I didn't bid on the Fantilli. I saw that one. It's a good jersey too. It was their alternate, right? 18 Brian G is going for Jefferson. I keep saying last night. When I say last night, I mean Monday. I mean the previous break night. So Schmidt is gone. Stockton's there, number 19. Johnny Boy for Zach. Stockton, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, on Monday, Schmidt hit, and so did Rob Gronkowski. Number 20 to close us is Anthony Edwards. Thanks, Zach. Good luck to you. Greg just belly behind on Lynch. Yeah, they hit at the end of the night. Not last night. You know what I mean. Didn't go to corner, did it? It didn't. I don't know that means it's not up for trade, but it was shipped. Okay, we've got now 42 randoms. Man, I'm yawning, I'm sneezing. What the freak am I going through? 42. Okay, let's run these random. The final two will be available for $10 a piece. You just have to be the first to claim them one at a time with a name that I recognize. Can't be a made-up nickname. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks, Craig. 6 and 7. Jim Rice, Kyle Connor are our solos. Jim Rice, Red Sox, Kyle Connor, Four Nations. By Shaq and or JJ. JJ got claimed, but Shaq did not. We'll see who gets them. By McKinnon for sale. Craig's taking Kyle Connor, U.S. Four Nations jersey. Gotcha. Okay, Jim Rice, Red Sox, Mitchell Ness is the only solo left. Let's read off who has who. Just so we know, McKinnon went to Larry V, and Shaq went to Brian W. Jamar Chase went to Mark M. That might be a hard sell for Mark. That's his guy. But it is LSU, so a little bit better chance. Jake, Chipper Jones, Cam Newton, and Tyler Seguin. Eric, Josh Allen, Kaprizov, and Joe Green. Sonic, you have Jokic, Boggs, and Rust. That's where the Rust went. I forgot I put it in the series. The same one that hit tonight. Larry, Odunze, McKinnon, and Revis. Mark, De La Cruz, Bagwell, and Chase. Bill S., Burrow, Thompson, and Quick. Sonic, you have Larry Bird, Chris Paul, and Mariano Rivera. Bill S., Caleb Williams, Slavkovsky, and Coffee. Brian, you have Bure, O'Neill, and Bettis. Jake, you have Acuna, Billups, and Sorokin. Mike, you have Crosby, Rodriguez, and Vasilevsky. Greg, St. Brown, Lawrence, and Stephon Castle. Sonic, Steve Nash, Quinn Hughes, and Alexander Barkov. Brian, you have Markstrom, Tua, and McBride. Larry V., Fisk, Ewing, and Neighbors. Bill S., Yelich, Altuve, and Jordan Love. Sonic, you have Steve Smith, Tomlinson, and Rasheed Wallace. Brian, you have Jefferson, Doc, and Dantley. Zach B., you have Stockton, Bradshaw, and Lynch, and then Edwards, Murray, and Caruso. That is a $5 off spot, Zach, because they're all basketball. Haven't had a $5 off one in a while. Nice. Okay. There will be one more live fill, Jeff. Big Al's full-size 2-boxer next over here, but we got to get to these 2 jerseys first. Okay. Looking for LSU jersey. Yep. Keeping all randoms, so no Jamar Chase available. Jake, I'll buy Cam off of you. Jake, if you want to sell Cam Newton, that is on the Chipper Jones claim. I know maybe one of the 2 is your claim. We'll keep McKinnon. Okay. Eric, I would buy Kaprizov for sale. Sure, Nick. Okay, so Kirill going to Nick. Kirill the Thrill. Going to Nick F. Revis, Ewing, and Neighbors for sale. Greg says he'll buy Neighbors. And then Revis and Ewing are available. Buy Bradshaw if for sale. That was down here somewhere. Zach's got Terry Bradshaw. Zach, if you want to sell, let Rob know. Thanks, Eric. Good luck. I'll keep on now. Okay, yours, Greg. Thanks. Good luck. Okay, so McKinnon's staying. Shaq is staying. Chase is staying. We're looking at Cam Newton if he's available from Jake. And we're looking at Bradshaw if he's available from Zach. Keep Bradshaw, okay? And Zach, just in case you didn't see, you got a $5 off there. Is Tua for sale? Tua went to Brian W. has Tua. And then we still have Patrick Ewing and Darrelle Revis up for sale. Jets, Mitchell, and Ness, and Knicks, Mitchell, and Ness. Who did I have that was on an NBA jersey that was one I haven't seen in a while? Oh, Chris Webber. Got a Chris Webber Bullets jersey coming. Some fun ones that I saw. Keep Tua. Okay. Boggs, Rust, and Barkov are up. Wade Boggs, Rust, and Barkov are available. Jeff says he'll take Revis. Okay, Revis for Jeff. I didn't even write your name in there, Greg, above. Greg is yellow. Boggs, Rust, Barkov, and Ewing are available for $10. Or up for trade, maybe. I don't know if it's trade or sell. Jeff, yours, good luck. Thanks. Okay. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Jim Rice, also a $10 spot that's still available. Bill B will take Boggs. I just had another Boggs that I bought too. It's a Red Sox Boggs, but I thought this Rays one was kind of cool. So we'll see another Boggs down the road. Yeah, so Sonic, are those for sell or for trade, or were they just up for trade? Just so I know. If they're for sell, Boggs is sold. Let me know so I don't sell something that's up for trade. I've done that before. Sell and trade. Okay. So Bill will buy Boggs. Ewing for Barkov, Sodic. I'll do that later. Okay. Ewing trade. Barkov trade. Sonic, do you want to sell Mo to Rob? It's a sell offer. Okay, so just Brian Rust and Jim Rice available at this point, and then we're good to go. Might see a double Brian Rust. I'll keep Mo. Okay. I'm going to roll the boxes here. Roll the bingo. See which boxes we get. And then if we have any others sell or trade or whatever, we'll deal with it. It's that same thing from the jersey earlier. Okay. Hey Rob, when you get the Jason Kelce helmet, just use a knife, cut open the box, open the helmet, let it air out a little bit. Don't go straight into that bad boy. Just kidding. Those dang Eagles. Okay, here we go. Two boxes, two numbers. 1, 2. I let go and it still grabbed one. Who was it that a while back that I said I was going to fart in their box and send it to him? I can't remember who that was. How do you get? It's not that bad. I just said you got to let it air out, but I'm joking too. Someone was complaining about their hit or something, and I said I was going to fart in their box and send it to them. Tush push. That's what I was trying. That's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, I gave Jason Kelce a little tush push before I boxed it up. Oh man, that's funny. I'm sure 600 miles to get it. It should be aired out. I shipped 2 of Rob's items to his old house on the other side of the country like a complete moron. He has to go back there anyways, but that was not my shining moment. This one, I won't do that, Rob. I deleted your address like I thought I did the first time. Oh, man. Okay, 14. Box 14. 1,400 miles. A little mistake, huh? 25. I'm sweating from laughing. Oh, that's good. A little tush push action in the box. Okay, let me grab them, guys. 14 and 25. Need that. Oh, brother. Greg, you can have Cam. Okay. Perfect. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Jake. Cam Newton was up here on Jake's chipper line with Tyler Seguin. And that's going to the yellow. Greg. Greg, you're it's right back there where I can't. Your high school team, they've got green, right? Wasn't it green? I don't know if it had yellow. Green and something. Could have sworn it was green. I just moved the helmet to the other room. It was right up there where I could see it. Green and gold, that's what it was. Okay. Greg sent me one of his old helmets from his team. I've got it in my collection. It's cool. Trash can? No, it's literally right back there. That's funny. Okay, 14 and 25. Good luck, all. Looks like we're leaving Jim Rice unsold, and then Brian Rust is staying where it was with Sodic. Let's do this. Hornets. Oh, man, speaking of, it just made me think of basketball. It made me think of Zion Williamson. Have you guys seen Zion Williamson's weight loss? Looks like a different person. I'm excited to watch him, see what he's got. I've always been a Zion fan. Kind of not really mounted up to where he should be, but he's lost a ton of weight. He looks like a different person. 14, first up. That might be what I think it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Do we just prove that if I mention the name, I just barely said on this line, right? Yes, I did. I've only seen one of his items as I scour daily, and the one item I saw, I bought it because I love it. As a kid, I grew up a Braves fan, even though that was my team, but I wasn't really into baseball. But I cheered for the Braves, and I watched this dude, a couple of pictures. I thought it was fun. And then I lost baseball along the way. I need to get back somehow. 3, 2, 1. That is Jones, Chipper Jones. Beautiful jersey. I know you're going to be happy about that. And that is your line, Jake, not Mark's line that you claim for him. So you can tell him to... No, I'm joking. He's had quite the luck lately, and it's always been on his line when you claim for him. Hopefully he took you out to a nice steak dinner. But this time it's you. I just barely said his name, too. Mitchell and Ness. This is a beautiful jersey. Fanatic certified. It's got an MLB authenticator on it as well. Mitchell and Ness. Authentic. It's got the category authentic. They're all authentic. They're all licensed, but some are authentic. There's your CC Cooperstown collection, Mitchell and Ness. Many of his games with Pops. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Maybe you're around my age, Jake. I don't know. What did I see? I saw something about Chipper. Oh, I saw a thread about someone. They had a signature as a kid. I saw one of you guys comment on it. Brian E. Brian, are you here? And people were laughing at some of the comments. Someone said, that signature is not worth anything because it doesn't have his 10 inside his logo. Everyone wants the 10. And the guys are like, dude, he signed this when he was like 12. He didn't even know what he was going to play in the MLB. How would he know to sign 12? Or to sign 10? I hate these Fanatics bags with a passion. They fold up on each other. That's cool, Rob. All right, see if that sticks now. Get the air out of it. Great hit, Chipper Jones. Nice hit, Jake. Been a long chase for you. 25. Yeah, we've been on a little bit of a run with the non-football, non-hockey after we were on a huge hockey football run. Did that cut? Maybe. I've got nothing of Chipper, so. Okay, here we go. Man, that signature's looking right into my face. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hard to miss that one. So number 4 in silver sign there at the bottom. That is probably my least favorite Lion. Not because he's not good, not because he's not a good signature. I probably need his signature in my collection, but he's probably the one that hates the Packers the most. Therefore, I have to hate him. Isn't that how it works? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Detroit Lions, I may have just picked up a different St. Brown, like an alternate. I can't remember if I got it or not. If I do, you probably won't see it for a few months, but just in case someone really is sad that the St. Brown hit. St. Brown was claimed too. I think we had 2 claims. Wasn't that Greg coming back for St. Brown? Yeah, Greg. Greg hitting Amon-Ra. Beautiful hit there. I do like the Lions jerseys too. Congrats, Greg. Congrats, Jake. Nice jerseys there. St. Brown, this is a little bit bigger one. Is it extra large? Yes, it is. Lions WCF Workers' Compensation Fund. I know that's not what it is, but I will always say that. Is Workers' Compensation Fund a national company, or is that just here in the west side of the country? Beautiful hit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's probably a dumb question, but I have to talk to them quarterly and do audits, and they snipped in my business, not for this, but for my other job. Ask me questions I don't want to answer and dig into all our stuff. National? Okay. That was my guess, but I didn't know if it's called something else somewhere else. Okay, that was a great 2-boxer, in my opinion. Chipper Jones, Amon-Ra St. Brown. There are several big chaser names that you guys are after that have not hit yet. Hopefully soon. We have had a few chasers come off the board too, but let me do a recap here in 1 second. Hold on, I'll let you guys retype. I'm not there yet. And then, yeah, no problem, Mark. Okay, congrats winners. Chipper Jones, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's do a 2-boxer. Got not at Monday from Workers' Comp or something else? Yeah, they. I just filled out everything for them about 2-3 months ago for all 5 of our locations. It just repeat, do this, do that. Look at this. What is this for? What is that for? Love audits. Okay, let's top chat and let's live chat it. I have got. Oh, share my screen too. Chipper and St. Brown. Congrats, claimed hits. Okay, Minnesota is Bill B. Philadelphia with a random is Rob, right? First. Atlanta is Greg. Oops, we got to put a number on that. Buffalo is Jonathan with a random up. Chiefs for Brady. Green Bay, spot 6 for Bill. San Francisco is available as well, spot 7. Baltimore is spot 8 for Brant with a random up. That's the 3rd random. Kyle's going Cincy, spot 9 with a random. We were going to have some randoms up, guys, so we'll give it a second for them to get sold. If we can. Carolina is spot 10. Almost put it on Chicago for Brian. Number 11, Kansas City's gone. Cincy's gone. Sorry, guys. Number 11, Denver for Jeff. That's not Jeff. That's Greg. Jeff's below on New England. 11, 12. 13 is Houston for Greg. 14 is Indy for Craig. 15 is Las Vegas for Zach. And 16 is Tampa Bay for Greg. Everything after that is just a little after the gun. Let's make sure it's actually 16. It is. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 randoms available at $20 a piece. So I'll give it a second for those that get claimed up. Zach's going to take 1 random, okay? Trying to type with 1 finger. Brian's going to buy 2 and Nick's going to buy 1. Okay, that closes us. Thanks, guys. Okay. Let's run some randoms here. Can like feel my brain working slower as the night goes on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chargers and Detroit. Chargers on top, Detroit on bottom. Oh, man. Okay, Bill B, you've got Minnesota and the Chargers. Rob, Philadelphia, and Zach bought Miami. Isn't that funny? There's your the one team that you probably would keep. Greg, Atlanta and Cleveland. Jonathan R, you have Buffalo. You sold Brian, Pittsburgh. Brady, you have Kansas City and the Rams. Bill S, Green Bay, San Francisco, Giants, and New Orleans. Brant, you have Baltimore. Brian W, Dallas. Kyle, you have Cincy. Nick, you have Seattle. Brian, you have Carolina and Jacksonville. Greg, Denver and Arizona. Jeff R, New England and Chicago. Greg, Houston, Tennessee. Craig, you have Indy and Washington. Zach, you have Las Vegas and the Jets. And Greg, you have Tampa and Detroit. Let's close this. Let's get some numbers going. That's happened a few times lately, too. At least it seems like it, you know? Okay. Don't need to shake. Let's just get 2 numbers here. 1, 2. Last 2 of the night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. About 2.5 hours again. I swear I can't bring it down to 2 hours like I would prefer. 144 is the first number. 144. Next number is line underneath 6666. Oh boy. Okay, let me grab them, guys. 144 and 66. I smell something upstairs. I'm hitting Caleb and Drake. I like it. You've got Bears in New England. New England and the Bears, you do. See it, say it, believe it, see it, achieve it, say it, win it. Okay, 144, 66. Good luck, all. 66 up first. Did I update the North, NFC North? I think I did. I have 9 items. There's 9 items. So you guys got to go 2 for 2 on this, don't you? You do. You got to go 2 for 2 to just tie it. Gosh dang it, guys. Okay, Monday we're going to do AFC versus NFC. We're going to give you a half chancey. 66, Series 35. I'll feel better about giving you a half chancey if you guys can tie it, like we're progressing towards it or something, you know. Uh-oh, your piece is falling. There it goes. Music back on. Call an earpiece. What is the correct term for this stupid thing? AirPod? Is it AirPod? iPod? Ooh. Headphone. I should just call it headphone. I'm not like stupid, but I don't know why I can never call it the right name. I don't ever remember it. 3, 2, 1. We know what team it is. It looks darker, so I think this is a flash, not a classic, but they are pretty close shades of each other. Let's see. Definitely a flash. A little darker. I love the Raiders flash, one of their only specialties. I couldn't see who it was through both bags. I can see who it is now. Okay. Raiders, were they a random or a claim? They were a claim. Late claim, number 15, Zach. Zach B hitting the Raiders. This is Beckett. You can see a player hall up top as well, which tells us who it is. That is Mr. Bo Jackson. That's some great stuff coming out tonight, guys. Bo Jackson flash for the Raiders. Bo hollow, missing the screw. I don't even know if the other thing's sitting in here. They usually are, but this one's, oh, it is. It's right there. I'll have to see if I have another screw. I probably do. Let me look really quick here. They just don't have specialties. They only have a few. Can someone tell me why the Raiders don't have an STS 1 or 3, but they have a 2? Like, what's the problem there? They don't have an amp. They don't have this. They don't have that. They don't have flats. They don't have any clips. They don't have a lunar eclipse. I've never researched it. Maybe someone knows off the top of their head, but that is Bo Jackson on a flash. I call them all mine. Yeah, Jeff. They don't have all the specialties. You'll see when they put out the sheet of the new specialties. Raiders are usually not. Is it the owner? I mean, I'm assuming it had something to do with them, but I wonder why. That's crazy. They only have a few specialties. What's the other one they have besides a flash? They have an STS 2.0. They have a blaze, but that was a while back. They have a chrome. They have an ice, but they don't have a bunch of the other ones. I don't know what it is. Congrats. Nice hit. They do have blaze. Yeah, I've got a blaze right here behind me. 0 wonk on that one. High school teams aren't included? Maybe. You guys see that stat that Ashton Jeanty has 101% of his yards after he gets hit? The most, I think Josh Jacobs was close. He's like 92%. But he has more yards after he gets hit than he does before he gets hit. He's the only person in the league that has that. That's crazy. Vegas hitting that is, hey, that's AFC West. You got a shot. How many times have we had this happen where you guys put it within one? AFC North, AFC West, so I can feel better about giving you a halfsy on Monday. We got Wonk on this one too. 4. All 80 yards. It's like 100 yards. Oh, he has 200 total, I think, but 100 and 100 is, I want to say that's what it was. Maybe it's not that much. So maybe it is 80 yards. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's not a big enough sample size, I guess. Is he? Well, they probably should give it to him more. Ooh, I love this helmet. I've loved every helmet we pulled out tonight, man. Everyone. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going to end the night with another rave. Both of them in the AFC. The first one was T. Higgins. Now we've got a Bills rave. With both earpieces in the bag, so they're both there. Missing both in here. Buffalo Bills rave with 4 points. All right, we fixed it. Buffalo. 2 claimed hits on these too. I mean, it's 50%, but still. Buffalo, number 4, Jonathan R. Hey, and you're getting, you said you lost your lead. Maybe you're still down, but you got 4 back. 4 Wonka points to end the stream with a Buffalo Bills rave. Thomas, that's a good guess. We have seen a ton of Thurman Thomas raves. I love it every time we see him. But this is not Thurman. I really like this helmet. I've got this one on my PC too. No, this did not come from my PC. Mine's somewhere up there with the other raves. That is Bruce Smith. Majority of the raves we've seen have been Bruce or Thurman, with the majority being Thurman. Obviously, there's some Josh Allen's, wink, winks. One of you guys won a Josh Allen rave the other day. Oh, that's awesome. Bruce Smith with 4 Wonka points to end the stream. Love ending on a rave. Yeah, Bruce has got a nice signature. Nice big white ink on that too. White paint pen. He does, but that's AFC East. Gosh, 5-3 to 2-1. All right, Monday we're gonna go halfsies. If you guys don't get it right on the halfsy day, you guys have to send me a Jordan Love mini helmet. How about that? We gotta up the stakes. Let me get your points before I forget, because I will forget. Bruce Smith, Jonathan R. 4 points, 9, 24, 25. Let's see. Jonathan, you have 13 points. We were talking about Greg getting some points tonight. Greg has 18 points. Bill, you've got 15 points. Pretty tight there with a few of you guys. Who else? John's got 4. John K. Jason has 4. Brian has 1. Tim has 6. Brad has 2. I'll put a placement starting Monday. But okay, guys. Congrats to the winners. Sorry to those that did not do great tonight. We will drop a 3-boxer license tomorrow. We will drop Fire Factory as well. See if we can pull a fun name from the new Fire Factory shipment. This weekend will probably be dollar break, but we'll see. Yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Congrats and sorry. Better luck next time, I should say. Let me know if anything's staying here, and I'll post in the corner probably tomorrow if I can get to it quick. And I'll get the rest of this shipped out in the morning. So appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend.